Okay, now live. Yay. Let's hope today is going decently well. Right then, good evening everybody and welcome to tonight's Nimby Rails stream. Fancy doing Nimby Rails again tonight. And, well, I've been doing a decent amount behind everyone's backs because I wanted to make some progress. Hello Bogdan and hello Crazy Shock. Or should I say hello Crazy Shock. So, what have I been doing behind everyone's backs on this save? Oh yeah, so I built line 2, line 3, and line 4. So line 2 goes from Ashton Gate. I made it just go to Ashton Gate instead of Long Ashton. So a bit lazy on that, but I'm gonna have another line go here instead. So T2 goes from Ashton Gate to Emerson Park Sainsbury's, which is over here. It's a nice little loop-de-loop. It goes around in the roundabout, right outside the Sainsbury's. And then sort of follows the main road, yeah, with some decently fast trackway. Line 3 goes... where does line 3 go? Line 3 goes to Cribs Causeway, the other way via Patchway, and ends at Parsons Street Station, although it's Bedminster Road in this Bedminster Down Road here because it's done a bit of a loop-de-loop sort of reverse of what the road actually does, but I don't care. I want to be a rebel. And line 4 is here, where it goes from Imperial Park, does a loop around Hartcliffe, and then terminates at UWC Glendale. No, UWE Glendale. But hello there, everybody. Hope everyone's doing... thanks for coming along, everyone. Let me just put the tunes on. Alright. So, yeah, so good evening, everyone. Dull Name, Sammy, Karas, Kunai, Bletchley... Who the heck is that? Oh, somebody new, I guess. But hello there, anyway. And hello there, Blight, Velkommen. So, let me just make a time. Let me make a timer whilst I'm reminding myself. 7 minutes. A 7-minute timer. So, 7. So by the end of 7 minutes, we'll determine what we'll be using. No, what we'll be doing. Sorry. Where's the dual gauge? Oh yeah, let me show you that. Bear with me, sorry. It's down over here by Imperial Park. So I've decided to tap into my inner dum-dum, just for the sake of it. So after the tram goes pretty quick, it then sort of enters stage left onto some grass at Nova's Lane. And then it goes into single track sections, so tapping into our inner Worcester. Worcester 4-gate. What is it? Hang on. No, 4-gate Street, yeah. As you can see here, that's line T4. So it goes into our inner sort of that. Then, when it reaches Imperial Park, it's 4 tracks, back to normal. So the top one is the standard gauge, the bottom one is the narrow gauge one. Yeah. Oh, Ultrium, yeah, that works as well. Ultrium. And then... then it becomes my best attempt at dual gauge track, as seen here. Then look at that, delicious. The standard gauge track go into this little circle. They do the loop, and then the narrow ones do a bit of a junction here, depending on what I want to do with that. So decision pending. Let's just say that. True. Hey, I guess you could... I don't know, if you want to be pedantic, then no. Are you using a 0.2 parallel offset? No, I did this by hand. Stop that. I did it like manually. So, hang on. Although not as accurate as I could have done, but like there is some little bits of off where it is a little bit off, but I don't really care. Why I did this? Because it's creative. We've got to be creative here. Plus, I like the idea of a tramway that has dual gauge. Well, like 2 different gauges. I'm trying to think of what examples that do have that in real life. They've all escaped me. But it does look like, at least regarding the votes, that most people are normal by voting for the tram train. Thank you. Well, I can't agree on that because I barely play Train Sim. The only reason I've been playing it more a few days ago is, well, because of the stream I did. But I really don't care if any Irish DLC is added because it's gonna, even if it was added, it'd have the exact same issues as any other DLC added in the game. Unless you want to prove me wrong. I could have done that, but I didn't because I am a very strange individual. Also, I completely forgot what else I was doing that, so there's that as well. Oh, regardless of which Vote Cup wins, I still need to redo this inner track here. Because the idea that I'm going to do is these inner tracks are going to be the narrow gauge tracks. And this section here, spoiling off to the right, that'll be narrow gauge. But I still want it so that tram trains can terminate. So I need to be a bit clever here. So bear with me for one moment. Right, so how can I do this? So if I just... Oh, hang on. So if I insert... Hello there, King Allstar. Welcome to the stream. Pause the game first. Oh, but nothing's used... Don't worry, nothing can use these tracks. Well, I mean, well, the trains won't use these tracks because the timetable won't... Like, they won't overlap. Like... Nothing is scheduled to use B and C anyway, so we're good. So let me just test. So what was this? Tram Grass Tunnel Station. So there we go. That one. Just in case you have to touch tracks that I use. Yeah, no, it makes sense. But I'm good. I'll be all right for now. Hopefully. Alright, well, we're going to lose some money. I don't care, because I don't need that. Yes, I'm aware of the update with Nimby Rails with the beta, but I'm not using the beta, so... Thanks. Oh, hang on, no, wrong button. There we go. So, delete. 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 I've really got to start getting into Nimby. Oh, you got to be careful because the game, it's a huge time sink. It's fun, but you will watch the hours go by real quickly, so you got to be careful about that. Right, we also delete this bit. This. It's excellent. All right then. I've never had a beta crash. I think some have not behaved on my end, but being the person that I am, I just, you know, don't really want to try and... Well, I don't want to try them out. What, Hedgehog already? I am seeing some frame drop. Oh, I'm not being... There we go. I have seen some frame drops on the thing, but yeah, maybe. We'll see how it is for now. Well, there you go, everybody. Well, people have already stated that hedgehogs have caiman. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm so fed up with how garbage my internet is. But at least the maths work. Wait a minute, the maths doesn't work out with the... What's up with YouTube's maths and their votes? 83 plus 16 still results in 1% missing. Kick the BT home up. Well, actually, what I should do is just make sure my cat turns around, because he's still got the cone of shame. Anyway, I do have an idea of how to have this. So I'm going to put this underground. Quickly, get the Chaos Emeralds before the hedgehogs take. Why the hedgehogs? Why these little hedgehogs are so preoccupied with getting my Chaos Emeralds? I'll have no bloody idea. No. Insert. Right, so we don't need this. We no longer need this oval because I'm gonna turn trains around in a different way. But yeah, we're gonna be building the tram train. Woo! Somebody said earlier what train I was going to be using. That is also a good question. So I was thinking of using where is it? Where is it? And hello there, Katrina. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so I was thinking of using where are you? Aha, the Grenadier Vario City. This one here in its 4-car configuration, since it can be used like a tram train. And I was thinking of putting it in like this livery, perhaps. The Arnett Randstad livery could work. I like it. So I'm thinking of this one, but if anybody has any better options, I'm open. I'm open to suggestions that aren't 387s, just in case Cobalt's watching. No GTA. I forgot what that is. Hang on, GT8. 377. Typically, I wouldn't. Okay, GTA. Oh yeah, the Duwag GTA. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, this thing. I remember it now. The one that's used in Karlsruhe. 387s to give. Well, that's not a bad candidate. I wouldn't be down for that. I wouldn't be against that. So I'll consider that. You know, I'll think about that maybe. Sheffield Supertram? I don't know. For some reason, I don't feel like swayed. That one. Or the Siemens SD400. Is that the high floor thing you suggested a while ago? Because it can't be a high floor vehicle. Yeah, it is. You can't. If this is the tram train, is going to be a low floor. Yeah, it would kind of cripple the entire electric supply if we use a 387. So pass. I don't know what the woman's T1 is. That's probably some euphemism I'm unaware of. So you'll have to be a bit more correct. Oh, hello there, Mr. Steve. Yes, well, it's a situation of I reached the limit of what I could be bothered to do. So, we did a lot of progress, though. I'm very happy with the progress we did. Oh, hang on, there we go. Use the Combino Duo. The what? Oh, you mean the tram that doesn't exist in this save? No, in Nimby Rails. That would be a bit of a tricky, that would be a bit tricky. Okay, so right, if I just move this down a little bit. So yeah, this is going to be underground, well, underground, which is such a fun concept to me. And what I'm now going to do is build some reversing sidings that are underground but above it, if that makes sense. Please say yes. So I'm going to build a pair of reversing sidings for trains to sod off into. With 30 kph speed limits. And I'll probably put a parallel set of 4 so drivers could walk down a small little alleyway. Corridor. Parallel set of 5 actually. There we are. Oh, hello there, Box. Welcome to the stream. And, yeah, so there's a billion things I would have done, but then I would never have the time to make my videos. Yeah, good point. And you're back from Scandinavia. So how was it overall? Did you have a good time? And hopefully the flight back was okay as well? Like, let's just, hopefully insert airline here that I forgot which one you're flying with. Gave you a good flight. The reversing siding is for the tram train, because the tram train is going to terminate at Bristol Temple Meads. And it's going to go down to Bristol Airport. Over here. Although I might extend it beyond Bristol Airport if I can think of anywhere else viable to go. That isn't Western-super-Mare. Nice try. Anyway, where was I? Yes. Okay. Fantastic time. Couldn't sleep on the flight, but that notwithstanding, Americans treated me well both times, considering the cheap seats. Oh, fantastic! That's what we want to hear. One thing I really do like about American is that, at least from what I've experienced at work, the cabin crew are really nice there. So I have no issues regarding that, at least. We are. Easy peasy. Alston Rio Citalis. That's been another one I was considering as well. I'm just a bit annoyed that I haven't made the platforms long enough to run them in pairs, because that's what I like doing. But, oh well, beggars can't be choosers. Alright, also taking a night train to Stockholm and the X2000 coming back was a cool experience. Woo! Splendid! That sounds real fun. That sounds really cool. I always liked how the X2000 looked. It's a cool looking train. Run it straight to Nailsea. Where is... I'm not against that actually. Because then there could be a section of it going back into Tram. Because what I'm going to do is after Parsons Street, it's going to, as you can see here, it's going back into like, it's turning into like a railway line here. With limited stops up to Bristol Airport. Then we could do it, then it could turn into a tram to do a sort of loop around Nailsea. Because obviously Nailsea and Backwell is one of those stations that's sandwiched in between. Interesting. I like that idea. Because it doesn't mean Western-super-Mare. Or even Clevedon. I like your thinking. Oh, it could be like a one-way through... there could be like a one-way loop-de-loop around Nailsea. Ooh. I like that. And obviously the tram train is going to have a lower frequency anyway, but... Yeah, I like that. That's a cool idea. Didn't Amtrak trial the X2000 on the NEC? Yeah, that was actually one of the first, earliest videos I remember watching on YouTube. In fact, is the video still there? Because I remember watching the video. I'm going to see if I can find it. I really like that, because it had the trials with both the NEC, of both the X2000 and the Ice 1. So I'm going to quickly Google it. Bear with me. So, 1993. So, NEC... 1993. No. 19 Amtrak 1993. Let's see if I can find it. Because I remember watching it. No, that's not it. I really hope the video hasn't been taken down from YouTube. It was a really nice little old thing. It wasn't that long as well, but it was fun. It was just a... If I just type in Amtrak Ice 1. You know, it's kind of a shame that the Ice 1 didn't work. That the... Oh, hang on, I think I found it. Is this the video? Oh, hang on. We're talking about a video uploaded to YouTube at least 12 years ago. No, that's not it. No, because it was going around a curve. That's definitely not the video. No, even before 12 years ago. No, even further than that. Where the heck is it? I really want to find it. It was such a nice, cool video. Oh, this is gonna be stuck in my head forever now. Hello there, Tallworth. Welcome to the stream. I'm just quickly trying to search for an old video that I remember watching on YouTube. Maybe Amtrak X2000. That will help. No, that's not it. Was this the video? No, because again, I remember it going around a curve. Oh, I can't find it. This is so annoying. That was going to be in my back of my head for the whole night. Oh well. All right. Well, let's continue with what I was doing. Oh yeah, building the Oh yeah. Sorry. Oh, I mean, I should clarify that I can't really couple them anyway because I have to extend the platforms. So I kind of wanted a tram that I could couple, but I can't. Instead, I'm going to be restricted to a tram under 45 meters. Well, 45 meters or under, I should say. So, but I don't mind. I'm not against the City Link in Chemnitz. So that one's a potential one. Midsummer Norton is about the same sort of distance from Bristol's Western-on-Mere, so that's probably off the table. Yeah, maybe. Again, I'll let me just construct. We'll start building it and we'll see how we feel. So if I just promote this and then select Temple Meads, where is it? Select Temple Meads. I'll make it a little bit longer just in case. You never know, I might change my mind. And change it to BTM North Turnback. Open in Station Editor. Don't want anyone using it. Turn off walk links. There we go. It's also capable of 100 kph. Oh yeah, well, don't worry, it's not going to even use the main line, it's going to be separated, but it's just going to go fast. If you're sending it to Nailsea, you may as well send it to, what's it called? Say it to Western-on-Mere as the crow flies. Well, no, I don't want to build to Western-on-Mere with the tram train. It's still I mean, we can stick it to Nail C. Besides, if somebody is in Nail C and they want to get to Weston-super-Mare, why don't they just take the train anyway? What's the point? The tram train will be slower and less, and will be just slower anyway. Where is the other one you suggested? Like, where the heck is it? Eastern in Gordana. What the heck is Eastern in Gordana? Where is it? Oh, I know! The search function! Eastern in Gordana. Oh! What the... Oh, so it's like a sort of... Oh, it's over there, near Pill. Well, the reason... Oh, hang on. I just missed a message here. Thank you. So, the reason why is that, from what I'm aware of, there's no requirement for a tram train to follow to use real-life railways. That, from what I'm aware of. Because the tram train in the Randstad doesn't do that. It shares its main line running with the metro, so that's not really a tram train. The fog leg. And plus, I wanted something that it'll have it won't have as many stops, and thus it'll be going faster, and thus a tram train would be more viable than a normal tram, which isn't as fast in terms of top speed, whereas these will go a bit faster. Now, that's my idea. Oh, the Zoetmere loop! Oh yes, that's a fantastic idea. For those of you who aren't aware what I mean, let me show you what the Zoetmere loop looks like. It's a very interesting track design. So bear with me. Hang on, let's just go to Zoetmere. Where are you? There you are. So it's a very, very interesting route. So here's the tram line. The tram train line in question of what Crazy Shark is talking about. And then it arrives at a station here, which is Zoetmere Centrum West. And then it goes up, turns left, station. Then it serves this station here again. Keeps going around. And then back to Centrum West. But then it does the same thing back in reverse. And fun fact, this section here, all this here used to be a mainline. Well, used to be used by mainline trains, 2-car mainline trains. But it did happen. Hand on my heart, this, with the same station distance, this used to be with mainline trains. And it's only fair that I get photographic proof. So, Zoetmere Centrum West. So, I'm not suggesting you go to Weston-super-Mare, just that you're taking such a dogleg route, you may as well go. Oh, I see. Yeah, I could have... Well, actually, Nailsea and Backwell do have... Let's compare the population, actually. Out of curiosity. Population. 125,000. Alright. Okay, that's Zoetmere's population versus Nailsea population. 15,000. Okay. Maybe a simple loop would suffice then, okay? Alright, it's basically 10 times less. Alright, a simple loop would suffice. Anyway, let's get back to Bristol. So I think I've done the, that loop there. Okay, good. No. I'll sort this bit out later, because, yeah. Okay, so the tram train will follow here, and then it will... Now we need to build some stations on the tram train. We're gonna have very limited amount of stations because we want to go quick. Oh, that formation has a name. I never even knew that. Pretzel formation. Oh yeah. Oh, the next. Oh, okay. Time and Weir. Oh, good point. Yeah, Bath, Chippingham, or, funnily enough, Weston-super-Mare, I think would justify that kind of idea. But not the small settlement of Nailson. Right, so, let's use the population thingy. So, we could have a station. This is tough. We could have one here, possibly. I'll adjust the speed limits as I go along. Don't worry. So 1. I don't know, Dundry or Winford? Or Felton? Which one? Winford. No, all three. Makes sense. Could be like a parkway almost. Why not run mainline trains to the airport as well? Oh, that means I have to build more, man. That means that there's another opportunity for Mr. Cobalt to come and spam me for, hey, can you, I got a new route, I got a new train for that service. It does make sense, though. Oh, thank goodness, it's just outside of Bristol Airport's region, thank goodness. Alright, so, now we need to add the station at Bristol Airport. Where is the, Google Maps, BRB. It's still a bit annoying that Bristol Airport, doesn't have, like, a proper rail connection anyway. Okay, so it's roughly there, gotcha. Well, actually, well, funnily enough, an airport express could be a good idea, but I don't think they are as viable in Nimby Rails as they are in real life. Like, which is annoying because, again, I know a certain someone who may or may not be making the perfect Class 332 service train for this service. Okay, but we at least got the area there. Then we have, here. We'll have a station south of Backwell. Backwell South. Yeah, exactly. Don't mention the 387s. Backwell South. Well, I guess the actual building isn't the tricky bit, it's just, can I be bothered? And then after here, the tram will then just go onto the roads. And then we'll do a loop around Nailsea and then sort off back. Boom, proper tram train. Well, this is good enough for me, okay? The tram train is still faster. It's still faster than, like, well, it's... never mind, I can't speak. Right, where are you? So I'm just going to copy this. And then... So, Nailsea and Backwell Station. Another station there, and then loop time right from here. Well, I'm gonna map out what loop. Well, I'll decide what kind of loop to do once we built that. Okay, I'm a bit confused at the moment. I can see that Tram becoming a cross-rail not cross a cross-country simulator after you build out the network more. Well, I was considering of having the frequency of every 20 minutes. I think that should suffice. Although maybe I should make it every 10 minutes to the airport and every 20 minutes to Nailsea. I think by going to Bristol Airport it's going to get stupidly busy, but we'll see. Alright, so what track type here? Gravel. Light rail gravel. Light rail gravel. Maybe one more station. Wait, I move this a bit to here. Then I have a station there. I guess one more couldn't hurt. You know, an Isle of Wight railway network in Nimby Rails could have been a fantastic idea for a new save. I would have loved to do that. Because if anybody has seen the Isle of Wight's railway network, what it used to be in the past, it was extensive. It covered the whole island. And you got most of the disused tracks shown here anyway. That could have been amazing. That's a fantastic idea. Because somebody had done the Isle of Wight network on Train Sim Classic. And I was messing about with it with 158, and they fit home, mostly. They fit. But I do like the idea of that. So yeah, that could be a good idea. Even if it's something I do on my own or a future project. Oh yeah, the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. I remember, I haven't been on that since I was 2000 and, well, how long was it? 2009, I think was when I last went there. Went on a school trip in school. Was it a school trip? No, not 100, not 900 kilometers an hour. Reads, Daniel, before you do this. Hello, South Wales Transport Explorer. Welcome to the stream. So, I had trams run every 5 minutes to Manchester Airport after I built a lot of suburban railway. Originally 10-minute headway sufficed. Fair enough, though. In the interest of fairness, Manchester Airport is significantly busier than Bristol Airport. So the catchment, the amount here for Bristol is 22,576, and whilst that is a decently high number when compared to Manchester, let's see what number it reaches. 77,000. Yeah, and that's not even like that's not even that high anyway. Yeah, I think every 20 minutes would suffice. So, well, since it's happening in a few days' time, I think it's perfectly reasonable to ask who is attending the greatest gathering in Derby. Then I'll have like a little tunnel bit here. Rotate. There we go. not me, because I go to Europe. Getting like a mix. Some people are going, some people aren't. I do hope you have a good time either way, but I'm not visiting it. But that's because of financial reasons, and I actually didn't know when it was going on anyway. Oh, behave. So a bit of a tunnel bit here. Me, but I'm regretting it slightly because I know it's going to be a Veg and Kid Fest. No! Really? That too, exactly. Because the thing here is that, let's say I could afford the tickets to the event and I bought them, okay? That doesn't include the ticket for getting to and from the event, now does it? That's what gets you. Another tunnel here, because lol. So, I'm not going if it's going to be a collection of the work. What do you mean by that, at least? Like, the collection, why? Because there's, well, what is, because it's not like everything there is going to be rubbish. It's a select, you know, it's a celebration of trains from all of like British history and stuff. I've just uploaded a preview of your Turbo mod. Oh, okay. I might give it a quick look at a bit. Yeah, but I still hate the idea of advance tickets on the railway. It's something that just should not be done. Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, like, how could you hate Stevenson's rocket? Was it done to you? I can just imagine what it'll be like going there. Like, the people with, well, I can imagine people walking around with selfie sticks. Everybody trying to make a video. Prepare videos and stuff, and people fighting just to get in to look around, get close up to trains. I can easily imagine kids screaming their lungs out because I wanted to look at the 390, as if it's a challenge. Also, all my crowd energy got used up to see England's women's. Yeah, fair enough. I don't blame you. It's a shame that attendees will most likely ruin it for some. Which is more, yeah. It's something that's becoming a lot more common, I'd say, where attendees of the events tend to ruin it more than the organisers. Might put this on a viaduct just for the sake of variety. Kids, oh, don't even get me started on kids on iPads. I can't remember if my friend went to the class 317. Oh, actually, let me ask him quickly right now. Let me just ask him, just so you can answer me. We mentioned it on stream. Did you attend the 317, what was it? Farewell, and how good / bad was it, if you did? Because I think he showed some pictures of it. Taking what's it called? Taking a bingo card with you would actually be a funny idea. I'd do that. But I didn't actually hear about the East Grinstead bus running day. I didn't hear it. Like, I heard it was bad, but I didn't know what would happen. I thought, oh, I guess it was just a bunch of scrubs just trying to get extra photos of the dentist art or something like that. But what the hell? Like, vandalized buses chucked out the side, What's going on with some people? Why would you do that? Have some respect for the things there. I went with the with a couple of my friends to the what did I go? Where did I go to? The London Transport Museum Depot Open Day at Acton. I went there and I didn't do any of that kind of stuff. I didn't destroy any of the exhibits. I wasn't screaming my lungs out. I did film a section. I did film something for the laughs. But it was so discreet that only 2 people noticed me doing it. It's like it's a joke that I can't wait to show. Well, I can wait, but it's a joke that I'm doing for a future railway review involving a certain electric train. Maybe. I don't know. Hello there, Tom. You're very grateful I didn't time you out just for speaking like that, but hi. I'm doing mostly fine today, except no, I'm not. Today was garbage at work. I'll leave. Horrible day. So Tom will pack me up about how bad East Grinstead was. Oh man, that sounds horrible. I need to search this up then. I actively avoided the Elizabeth line opening. Yeah, funnily enough, on that day I decided to go to, where did I go? Oh, I forgot the name of it. So hang on, Winsford, Hartford. Oh, that's the... I've forgotten the name of the place! What's that station that's south of Liverpool South Parkway? I forgot. What's the next station? I'm on a train going to Crewe, on a London North Western Railway service to Crewe. What's the next station? I forgot the name. Runcorn, yes, thank you, Runcorn. Yeah, I went to Runcorn on that day. I completely forgot the name. Oh. That was a Purple Train song? Oh yeah, an airport depot station. I'll do that in a bit. Hang on. Okay, 90 for the airport tunnel. Just for the sake of variety. Okay. So, yeah, I went on the 347 way before it ended because there was no... Being the person that I was, there was no way I was going to attend its final day. Because, one, I have better things to do. And two, why? Well, today basically was a day where the allocation team were either laughing, joking numbnuts, or there was no other way. They were laughing, joking numbnuts. They just have this. They have this fetish for sending me all around the airport to do jobs that have already been completed, or I don't need to do in the first place. I did go... Yes, Jonanator, that is correct. I did go to the 323 tour with one of my other buddies. And, what's it called? I did go there with one of my other buddies. However, you may have noticed that we didn't actually ride on the train. Oh, that's stupid. Goodness me. Why? I mean, I'd feel guilty about making people not be able to get on the bus because of something like that. That's horrible. In a case like that, I would just let those people on because they're just passengers that want to, oh, I don't know, use the bus. Right. It would make a lot more sense if this had a what's it called, an island platform. So I'm going to change it to that, just to make passengers' lives a little bit easier. A nice wide island platform. And we'll change the track type here to be tiled or tiled. There we go. No grass. We'll have grass track here. So that way it's environmentally friendly. Even if it is fake grass. Yeah. It definitely was a bit of jogging simulator today. So I really can't stand that. I mean, not to mention there's still so much corruption with the staff and the managers. It's unrivaled of just how bad it is. If I would teleport to my 2017 and 2018 self and go, look, this is bad, but at least you can understand everybody. I'd also make several other changes to my life, but, you know, one step at a time. There was also a route that got withdrawn near Orbiton, and the last day was one of the bad enthusiasts broke. Why? What's the point? What's the point of doing that? I really don't understand people who vandalize, what's it called? I seriously don't understand the point of vandalizing, a public bus or even a preserved vehicle. What's the point? What's the end goal they're trying to achieve? Attention? Oh wow, you got attention for 10 seconds. Now join them back in the line as you've forgotten. We'll have 2 platforms here, but if I need to add a 3rd platform, I'll consider. Hello there, Raby. Welcome to the stream. Also, my friend replied back regarding the thingy. The 317 farewell. He said, I did, but he only went there very briefly, so he can't say if it was good or bad. Wait until you hear about the conquestors of the New York subway. Well, let's just say, I've never even heard of that term even existing for the New York subway, so yeah, I guess I will wait. New York is definitely not in my goals at the moment, though, so there is that. Yeah. So, yeah, there is. I think you can say that there is a angle with social media as well. Yeah, and I do like the ghost mentality. That's the exact same mentality that I have regarding filming trains and stuff. It's what I like to describe as the Michelin star approach. So, if anybody is aware of the Michelin star reviewers, so, you know, many restaurants being, what's it called? So, you know, Michelin stars will have 1, 2, or 3 stars. The reviewers are basically a kept secret. They're not allowed to even tell their families that they're Michelin star reviewers. They will keep it as secret as possible. They are normal people. They blend into the environment. I could be a Michelin star reviewer. It is quite literally like Meet the Spy. And worst of all, he could be any one of us. It is like that, and I think that is the best approach to anything, because you don't know where they are. And that means because they could be anywhere, you can't be complacent. Because the last thing a restaurant wants is a bad review from Michelin. That's like the equivalent of getting a bad mark from the ASA. Like the ASA talking you, like having a go at you. it's not it's not an illegal situation, but it's a bad rep, and that could be arguably worse. So, to be fair, enthusiast misbehavior isn't a new thing. Back in BR days, enthusiasts had competitions among themselves as to who could break into the most rail depots. That's stupid. Bunk. No, it's not. No, it's not even that. I know what you mean, though. For us, it was skiving off. That was the term. Skyvitis. That was it for my schools. Gotta go back in a second. Alright, see you in a bit. So basically, my view is that there have always been bad eggs within the enthusiast community, but social media amplifies the behavior and causes more people to misbehave to get their 15 minutes of fame. Oh! Oh, I see. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood you, Tom. Oh, I thought you meant bunking in the sense of, like, oh, I'm a Michelin star reviewer in the sense of I skive off from school. When I was back in school. Just to eat at insert restaurant here. Sorry. I got confused. My apologies. Alright, so yeah. All conquestors kept stealing the roll signs off the R44, so they had to replace them with random decals. Weird. No, I have not seen an electronic road sweeper. And I can assure you that it has nothing to do with molten, unless it was blue. And if it is, I'm just going to start laughing like a hyena. But that doesn't surprise me. Especially for London. Are you going to the greatest gathering? I'm afraid not. My bank account says no. Well, actually, no. In this case, it doesn't. Instead, my bank account to afford the tickets to get there says no. Oh, I really wrote myself into a pit with all these molten. But I'm not renaming him. He is a perfect as he is. He can't improve perfection. Alright. So what do you think of the 701s? I've already got a review of that. Probably. I'd also accept class 92. But, you know, 50 will suffice. Or a 60. Oh, fine. Would it be better to take a bingo card or 50 cold bottles of urine? A bingo card, because you haven't given the context. Right, so now we're going to go back onto the roads. The big sock. Where is the road track asphalt? There we go. So now it reduces to, we'll go 50, and then we'll slow down to go around this curve onto the road. 35. Yeah, it does. I mean, again, the behavior of these individuals are mainly the reason why is mainly the reason why I don't really like... I don't want to be a super popular person. I'm okay with the tightly knit community that I have already. I don't need to be more popular. I'm good. Do not go to Bond Street if you're scared of being crowded. Okay? Well, welcome back, South Wales, and hello, Ben. Hello, my name is Ben Travis. Well, hello there, Ben. Travis, touchdown. Well, I still do remember at Crew where my friend just abandoned me whilst I was being swarmed by my #1 fans. That was funny. Actually, I'm gonna adjust the station and move it a little bit. Oh. There we are. Run! Fan meet and greet where? Never! Some people know what I look like. Plus, I guess people can also recognize me with my voice. Plus, I also have a... When people ask me if I haven't had a few people ask me in the past if I was MHD, and I'd always deny it. Well, what are they going to do? Put me on trial? I used the same strategy that my mum did when she first met my dad, which was give a fake name. What are they going to do? Yeah, people know what my face. There's that. I don't really mind that. No, gaslighting 10 out of 10. Exactly. Like my favourite response to give when people ask me who I am, my favourite response is I'm Jeff Marshall's ghostwriter. And I always give a straight face to people so they get really confused. Like it's it's really fun to do, Matt. It's just because they look at me, they go, "Wait, is this guy really being serious? Oh, maybe he is." It is like 10 out of 10 gaslighting, but it's a funny kind. It's really funny to do that. I guess if I was attending the Greatest Gathering, I would probably try and change my voice a little bit, just so it makes people harder to work it out. Or I deliberately speak with a really awkward voice. Or not even just speak, or maybe just keep my mouth shut. Or, no, here's a better idea. Better idea. If anybody actually tries to speak with me if I was going to the Greatest Gathering, I use sign language. I do sign language on that. So, King All-Star, on Friday until Sunday, I think, there is an event called The Greatest Gathering in Derby in the UK, where a whole bunch of trains are going to one location near Derby, Lichfield, whatever it is, somewhere there, to celebrate 200 years of rail in the United Kingdom. Even if it's being done a few months before that. We won't be able to see Boeing 767s at Heathrow. So no! Well, actually, it's both a good and a bad thing. For starters, I've always wanted to fly on Delta's Boeing 767s because I like the Boeing 767, but I just can't afford to fly on Delta because I have this thing called a bank account. But more importantly, it's what's it called? Yeah, I've always wanted to go on them, but what? I'm guessing what they're gonna get rid of them then. What are they gonna replace them with? I'm guessing A330s. But the downside with the 767 is that it's bloody loud. Like the two loudest planes that I see taking off from Heathrow, or here taking off from Heathrow, are the A380, which fair enough. But the other one is the 767-400ER. That thing is just bloody. That thing has just got like a noise generation device instead of an engine. Frost reverse says. So Dovetail is going to be at the Greatest Gathering. Oh, what a shame. Guess I won't be doing there after all. Well, there are barely any 747s departed. There are barely any 747s that depart nowadays, and even if they are, they're the freighters with the updated engines. Actually, I'm going to Google quickly, Delta, Boeing, Delta 767-400. Just want to double check, their, like, the specs that they got. Just the, what engine types do they actually have? Where are they? Where are you? So if I, so they have either CF6s or Pratt & Whitney 4000s. How old are the CF6s? Oh, 1971. Pratt & Whitney's 1984. Yeah, noise first, thrust second. Definitely that. I do like the sound. They do make a good sound, but they are just stupidly loud. Like the A380 is loud, but you know it's got 4 engines. The 767 is just a 2-engine noise generator. Which is better, Cummins or Perkins 158? I've always preferred the Cummins engine ones, but I do like the I barely have been on any Perkins ones. The 222 of planes. But I still want to go on a Delta 767 because they do look like a good interior. Let me just take a look at the their pictures because on their website I'm just checking. Come on, load up, you stupid website. So, yeah, it would be nice to fly in Delta 1, but obviously my wallet just says no. It would be nice though. I would like to. Yeah, turboprops are quite loud. So, fair enough. You can't really be angry at that. Funnily enough, speaking of 747s, I remember just doing some research and found out that I never knew that a Boeing 747 once broke the sound barrier. The British Airways one accidentally broke the sound barrier by using the jet stream. I never knew that. It went 825 miles an hour. So that was quite literally the embodiment of the speed. That would have been cool. Oh, I didn't know 787s have broken the barrier. That's still cool. 'Cause I've always wondered what it would be like, going faster than sound on a plane like that. Like, would you feel the sonic boom? That is a question I really want to know. But I feel like, that's a bummer. Oh, darn you physics, you and your tricks. Ruining our fun once again. Didn't cause a sonic boom. No, I haven't been on an Embraer E175 or E170 at all. The smallest plane I've been on is an A319. Or... Actually... Hang on, which is smaller? A Boeing 7... Hang on. Let me go... Boeing 737... 700 versus A319. Which is smaller? No, 737-700. That's the smallest. Or is it? I can't remember. Crap. I know how to find out. I've logged a handful of my flights on Flight Radar's website. The Flight Radar tracking thingy. Airspeed is more important than ground speed in this context. Yeah, fair enough. Again, I just need to quickly find out where's the area where you can flight log. My Flight Radar. So log in. Crap baskets, I forgot my login. Did I log in with Google or did I think I logged in with Google. Bear with me. Sorry, because I lost most of my passwords, I need to just log in with this again. Bear with me. So I'm really curious about this. So let's relocate this station. We'll put it here. Yeah, okay, good. I did log in with Google. Okay, so the smallest plane that I've been on has been I think, okay, so 700. It was a 700, so yeah, Boeing 737-700 is the smallest plane I've been on. And I didn't like the 700 because it felt really cramped. I can believe that with the A380 or A340-600. The A340-600 is a plane I'd love to go on as well. The Lufthansa ones, they look real cool. I've always liked the A340. It was always a cool plane to me. Alright, so what can we do regarding the loop? I know, let's have a unique sort of station here. Yeah, don't worry if planes are outside of your expertise, it's fine. Oh yeah, the 747 SP, that's an adorable plane. That thing is, it's just so tiny. It's adorable. I like it, it's cute. Well, Airbus were considering an A380neo. That could have been, which would have been a cool idea. Unfortunately, no one was interested because that's not the meta anymore. The meta for planes nowadays is A350s and 787s. Right, so let's build a station. Well, okay, yeah, well, for wide bodies, yeah. For narrow bodies, the meta is basically you buy an Airbus A321, and then that's it. Because no one really wants to buy a 737 MAX for reasons that should be fairly obvious. And Embraer didn't they shoot themselves in the foot with the E2? Because they can't really use it in America as much. So yeah, it's like running through a train and then saying that you're doing 130 because 5 miles an hour plus 125. Ah, I see what you mean. Ah, okay. It's one of those kinds of situations. Okay, I understand that now. Also, what's wrong with Emirates only being the only customer? I mean, that's still a customer either way. And Emirates bought more than 100 of them. So it's not like, you know, they didn't... Well, I guess there's a reason they don't make them anymore. Where's Asphalt? Oh, Counterpoint Spirit. I don't know enough about Spirit to know how good / bad. Well, I know that they're kind of bad, but... Yeah. Right, so I think I'm going to do a loop round here that goes sort of round... the town centre. And then it has like a waiting time roughly around here. Been a pleasure as always, but my flame grilled steak is ready and I'm hungry. Ooh, enjoy your steak. Oh, how's have you made a start on any of the images yet? By the way, just what I'd ask. I wouldn't mind flying on an embryo. I haven't been on one yet myself, though. I just haven't had a flight that's used them. So, because they need more than whatever Emirates were willing to buy to break even on the plane, and several of the production lines have switched A320s. Yeah, fair enough. That makes sense. It's also sort of the reason why Lufthansa are still using... Well, I guess it's not the reason why, actually. No, never mind. Disregard. Well, I would like to fly with KLM again, but they just like money too much. I have, and one idea in particular to do with a certain 455 lover looks great so far, and it's still work in progress. Excellent. Whoa. I am looking forward to your efforts with great interest, sir. Anyway, enjoy your steak. Right, so 455 lover. Well, that's Mr. Good MH. I hate the 455s. No, they're disgusting. They're not good trains at all. How dare you accuse me of being a 455 lover? Mind you, with that being said, I would rather be riding 455s than going to work. Oh my goodness. I was about to have a go at you until I realised you said 455, not 745. Oh. Yeah, I'm bummed out that Virgin Atlantic got rid of both their A340s and their 747s, but, you know, A330neo exists and 787 exists. So they just say, nah, we're good. Into the bin you go. You've now outlived your usefulness. I like the villain of in a random film. So, I know the A330neo exists, but the original has made enough money and there are enough orders of other planes to mitigate the losses of the A330neo program. Yeah, well, I think Virgin Atlantic have both the current engine option and the Neos. It probably... Look, the 455 could be okay on that, but I just wish they had a toilet. But obviously, you know, wanting basic facilities on trains is way too much to ask for. Oh, wrong one. They work brilliantly on services between London Waterloo International and Reading General. No, they don't! Again, I've been on that service multiple times, especially when I was shadowing with some guards. I've been on that service. Like, no, I do not need to. No. Ugh. Don't forget the A350s too. Some of the A340s have been converted to freighters. Oh, hang on, do Virgin? Oh yeah, Virgin Atlantic do have A350s as well. I just remembered. Because they used them on the Mumbai flight. That's what I'm going to say. First stage of grief. And you are grieving over the 455. I am not grieving over the 455s being replaced with 701s. I'm annoyed that the 701 isn't decent, sure. But grieving? Why can't the A380 be good enough to keep? Well, the reason why you're saying that they seem okay, King All-Star, is that you don't have to use them. It'll be like if I said, why you keep complaining about the HHPA? Goodness me. It's really powerful. And it seems to be, you know, it doesn't have any issues regarding its power. Why are you complaining about it? There is nothing wrong with the connection, with transport connections to LaGuardia. I think the frequency with New Jersey on Scepter is perfectly acceptable. See, it's exactly like that. I haven't used it, but, you know, from my perspective, it seems fine. If the 701s were all 10 cars, then maybe I could take them more seriously. Yeah, probably. They needed to be basically the same in terms of... Well, how can I put them? How can I put them in perspective? So, what they needed, the 701s, they should have had the exact same amount of toilets as a 458 or a 450. They all should have been 10 coaches. And they all needed to have good seats. Like the same seats that you would expect from the 350s, 450s, whatnot. Well, not 350s. And they needed to have... well, they should have just been with, like, driver and guard operation instead of driver-controlled operation. Well, Joninator, maybe, and here I'm just giving a hunch here, maybe that would be a perfect opportunity for McDonnell Douglas to return, or back to the. Oh, sorry. I was just doing research on the DC-10 and. A few days ago, and it just popped into my head about how, you know, how garbage they were. Oh, come on. What's wrong? They only had a few faults, like the engine falling off, the aft door, you know. Who needs... What's wrong with... Well, come on. I think they were just... They could have been just tweaked a little bit. What do you mean return? They never left. Considering the corruption with McDonnell Douglas, I am willing to agree on that. Yeah, I'll let you have that one. They never left to begin with. And the Boeing whistleblowers that mysteriously disappeared. Which, that's tragic, obviously. I heard you like runway debris. You know what's a shame? Because I actually like the MD-11. I've always liked it. It's a cool plane to me. Well, DC-10 can eat a dick, but the MD-11's cool. Is cool. It's just a shame it didn't work. But I've always liked tri-jets. They're cool. Sound notwithstanding, you know. But I just love the idea of this huge engine just in the middle, like wedged into the tail. It's so... Right, yeah, I need a asphalt? Yeah, asphalt, yeah. MD-80s. I've obviously never flown on an MD-80, but I've always wanted to fly on a plane with the MD-80 shape. You know, the one where you have the engines in the right at the back. So I always found that cool. Hang on, was the MD-80 the one that was basically revived into the 717 question mark? The MD-11 had a severe design flaw where they decided to make the horizontal stabilizer smaller. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, actually, no, thanks for mentioning British Aerospace because, of course, I've always found the BAE-146 just adorable, and I'm gutted that I never flew on one. I've always wanted to because I've always loved how adorable those planes are with the tiny little jet engines. The MD-80 came the MD-95, which became the Boeing 717. Okay, good. Because my friend's been on the 717. Oh, so that's what caused them to roll over, the garbage stabilizers. Ah. And that's such a weird thing for a plane to happen. That's like something you expect from Top Gear. A plane rolling over on land, like, you know, on approach or something like that. I'll increase the speed a little bit, bear with. Lockheed, the L-1011 should have been more successful than it was. I barely know about the Lockheed 1011, really. Wait, was it a Lockheed? I think it was. Please say yes. L-1011. Yeah, the Lockheed TriStar. The L-1011. Yeah, I barely knew much about the 1011, although I do know that British Airways had them, and in that livery it looks really cool. In the, what was it, the Landor livery they call it. That looks really cool. So, meanwhile in Wales, First have finally made a good decision and got some more B9TLs which they're running on the X1. Woo! Money! Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Are there any, what's it called? I'm trying to think of. Are there any, maybe I should go down to Brooklyn's museum one day and go and see the plane they have. That might be worth an investment. Oh yes, of course, the Delta P. When it's got you, it's got you. And that's how you scare people at night. Brooklands! Sorry, Brooklands, sorry. Not Brooklyn. There is no Brooklyn that I'm aware of in the UK. My fault. My apologies. The X1 previously a streetlight allocation and got very overcrowded since they cut the frequency to every hour. Of course they did. Can't have everything nice. All right, so here's the sort of station that will serve the the main town center, and and hopefully a timing point for the tram. Cobblestone, why not? The L-1011 was the only passenger jet Lockheed ever made, and it was kind of the Intercity 225 of planes. Oh, so it was good. Sweet. Oh, I don't watch football, so no, I don't know that. I've always wanted to go to Brooklands, but I just never had the the time to really pick an opportunity to go. Oh, Bristol isn't getting a tram, but in this Nimby rail save, we are. See, look, I'm building a tram train line at the moment, going towards building a loop around Nailsea, and then we'll build it, and then we're gonna add our trains for it. Ooh, a prototype Route Master ride. Ooh, fascinating. Tram train to Western when? Never. Anyway, let's carry on. No matter how much you beg or plead or cry, the tram train will not be going to Western Supermare. There we are. Funnily enough, I have actually been to one depot day regarding, we were talking about these kinds of things earlier. Well, you said... Yeah, but at least the Discord server idea was one that kind of emerged after the viability of it. Well, the great thing about Nimby Rails, Kurumi, and hello, welcome aboard. The great thing about Nimby Rails is that we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. We can just tell all the people, we have bribed every single person whose house we've had to destroy, thanks to our money that we've got. So we don't have to worry about that kind of nonsense. Right, let me map out a few extra stations. 1, 2. Then we could have one. Ooh, where should we put the next one? Oh, hang on. It would make sense to put one near the sports centre. I'm not going to lie, but I still stand where I said about Western's Supermare and Flying Crows. we use Ultra Hand to move the houses. Oh, I'm annoyed. I don't know what reference that is. I'm so sorry. Oh, forgive me. That reference has gone over my head. No, actually, we'll make it serve the sports centre. We'll have a dedicated station-ish here. I mean, that's close to the sports centre-ish. Then here. The Legend of Zelda. There. Bollocks. What Zelda game is that? Hang on. Oh, I thought it was like the. Oh, you mean the War Masters? Oh, Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, I thought you meant like the War Masters from the other Zelda games. So be warned: if you're 6 foot like me, don't sit in the front of a right Gemini 1 or 2 because if the bus is crowded, your legs are going in the front window. All right, I won't have an issue with that because I'm slightly under 6 foot. Well, I'm 5'9". This line is longer than all the lines in the toilets of Pardo at Combo. Oh, come on, it's not that long. No, it's not that long. Actually, okay, I should probably make the loop a little bit shorter then. Make it serve here. Then here. Almost long. Yeah. Better not say that. You know, typically I should have been expecting a Full Metal Jacket reference, but at the same time, I'm also not expecting it. So, bleh. Anyway, let's connect this. Connect the dots. This line could only exist if Bristol got an underground. If Manchester can't get one, Bristol's never getting one. Don't be a meanie! Stop stamping on my dreams! Manchester dweller. Who's stamping on your dreams? Kurumi is! Saying that this can't happen in real life. That's what they want you to think. 455 still serves stains. I still don't like 455s. They're horrible. Funnily enough, I did actually have an idea for another image involving Molten, which could actually use a train background again. However, I don't know if I could even describe it on the stream. Actually, I could, but I don't want to. Maybe. I got an idea. Heads or tails, okay? Where's my coins? Oh, I've got some coins in, okay. Alright, so I've got a 10p piece here. Heads, I describe it. Tails, I don't describe it, so. Hang on, let's move to... Right. Heads, I describe. Tails, I don't. That didn't count. I didn't even catch it. Let's try again. 3, 2, 1. Tails, I don't. All right. So I'll describe it in the I can't even speak properly. I'll describe it in the server of many things. You mean that Pick Vic line they were talking about making a walkway? Oh, cool. Charleroi got one on the ground. Bristol could have one. Yeah, exactly. I'll assume it will be in the dissing of the Yeah, I might post it there. I might post the idea that I had. There. Maybe I can get Yowie to draw it. He can do it for my birthday. Because he's such a nice person who was totally not slacking on drawing a picture of Molten for me. Yeah, I'll post it there later. I'll post it in the Molten channel for any scallywags to look at. I need to look more into it, but he's giving Manchester an underground. Whether it's heavy rail or tram, I don't know. Also, does this line use high floor trams? No, it's low floor trams, and this is actually a tram train line, so it is a bit longer anyway. Also, oh, it smells of rotten food. Again, somebody who's a massive proponent of the Manchester Metrolink, it seems. I'm still waiting for my annual leave to be approved so I can book my little trip thing to Manchester. Since I'm gonna fly out to Manchester and then fly back home with British Airways. See. Alright. Maverick holiday, Daniel. It's not really... Bristol... Manchester's not really a holiday. It's just... I'm going there because, to film... Well, purely to film some trains in that area. That is my only reason to go there. Like, I need to film... What's my list to film? Darn it, what? Sprinters? So, I need to film some sprinters... the 397s, because I've got sod all 397 footage. I haven't actually been on a 38... No, wait. Did I say 387? I meant 397. No, I need to film 397s, sprinters... what else? What else is there? Oh yeah, the Manchester Metrolink, obviously. Oh, wait, oh! Whoops. That was weird. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Cropping my pillow. No, it ruined the magic. Yeah, I know I need to go to Piccadilly, but I've just forgot what other trains are in that area now. Obviously there's 323s, but I've already reviewed them. And I've already reviewed 195s and 331s. Is that it? Is it just the 397 and the sprinters I need to get more footage of? I think it's just those two. Oh, 769. Oh, who cares about 769? I don't. I think by the time I'm ready to, well, assuming my annual leave gets booked, by the time, well, confirmed, I should say, by the time I'll be going there, I think Stockport will be open anyway. So I'm not worried about that. Obviously, I would go and see the 68s if they were running, but obviously that's not a thing anymore. So, bummer. Well, we don't need a platform that long. Oh goodness, no. The only sprint route out of Piccadilly that avoids Stockport is Sheffield, but that's mostly 195s now. I'm guessing 195s are still used to Rosehill Marple, aren't they? I never got a chance to ride on that line to Rosehill Marple with the Pacer. We got off at where did we get off? The station that I forgot the name of. Hang on. Where did we go? Where is Manchester? This station here we got off at. I forgot the name of it. Locals will remember. Anyone knows. I forgot the name of it. It's this one here. Alright, see you later, King All-Star. Thanks for coming along. Nice to hear from you as always. Guide Bridge. Thank you very much, Mr. Northerner. And, well, you're too... Everybody else was too slow. Thank you. Yeah, I only went as far as Guide Bridge. But I'm guessing nowadays it's 195s to Rosehill Marple. Shame, because I kind of wanted to go there. But, you know, I don't really want to go on a 195 there. Although, you know, maybe whilst I'm waiting for my flight, I could. Actually, I better not do that because I'll miss my flight. Oh, okay. Okay, well, in that case, well, I guess it's if it's a mixture, then fair enough. It's like a roll the dice situation. Ooh, more Freedom Planet music. Oh, I love this song so much. Flowery Field, Guy Bridge, those aren't names. Also, why does Chapel on Les Firth exist? It's not France. Let's go, Catholic. If you want to talk about weird place names in the UK, may I give you something? May I give you let me show you a weird place name. Hang on. Let's see if I can remember the name of it. Alright. If you want to talk about weird place names, may I give you Aston Juxtamondrum? This is how you spell it. And by the way, the J is not supposed to be capitalized. That's exactly how you write it. And yes, exactly. Yeah, you live in a place with the name of Bessie's Older Barn. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. It's the North. Irrelevant. All right. Well, the loop is completed. Now we need to name our stations. Oh, holes. No, airport. Right, when Latin? Well, Latin is Latin. Yeah, there you go. That's what Latin is. Latin is Latin. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I like that. Okay. Most of these stations should be easy to name, but it's when we get into Nailsea it'll be a bit tricky. Winford. Boundary. Highbridge Common. Nail and sea. Bedminster Down. Have you got the unassigned trains working yet? No, but with this line, we shall have unassigned trains. I hope. As long as nothing supernatural happens, this should be challenging. Alright, so Backwell West Town. The Quad. Nailsea and Backwell. Backwell Lake. Alright, now I need to look at Google Maps to help with the station names. So if I just go to Nailsea and Backwell. Oh yeah, I'll build a depot in a second. Oh, let me just name these names before I forget them, because I don't want every stop here being called Vale Lane. That's just not going to be feasible. I think it's about time you don't pay more than Ryanair to get to Bristol Airport by public transport. Indeed. I agree. Even if I am considering of adding a Bristol Airport Express train service. But it really depends on how busy the airport service will be. Anyway, let's zoom in. So, oh, there's a place not to the side called Nowhere Wood. Oh, it doesn't have any pictures. We'll call it Trendlewood, because there's a park nearby called Trendlewood. What about a Bristol Airport Express tram service? Nah, I'm good. There you go. So, oh, Nowhere Woods is here. Oh. Okay. Mammalian. I can't say. Oh no, I can't say the word. I can't say the word Millennium Park. Millennium Park. There we go. Well done, Daniel. You successfully, well, mostly pronounced one word decently. Brockway. And here is the Crown Glass. Call that station Nowhere Woods Junction. That'd be a cool. Oh, I like that one actually. All right, I'll do that. But let me just name this one here. Maybe we might cost it similar to the air. We might charge it similar to the airport flyer. We'll think about it. Nailsea. Crown Glass. I like that. MHD is a stroke. Which, considering I had been diagnosed with high blood pressure, that is slightly nerve-wracking, but you know, I'm trying my best. Yeah, I've got high blood pressure and I'm working at Heathrow. That's like a diabetic working in a sweet store or working with Lindt chocolate. thought you were going to say you were diagnosed with autism. Would explain a great deal. I like to keep it ambiguous if I am an autistic or not. That way people get confused regarding situations. Love you, really. Thank you. I'm glad you do. No homo. Coombe Road or Combe Road. The English language. At least there won't be any torn seats for 500 quid. Like, I thought the Enviro 400s they use, well, is it, or whatever they use now, is it MMCs? I thought they'd have decent interiors, but maybe I'm guessing, maybe I'm expecting too much? Am I? We'll name it after the church. St. Francis of Assisi. There you go. Good name. Insta transport community. You struggle to find someone without some sort of ranking of the autism scoreboard. Oh, that's a really good one. I like that. Now let me add the depot for the airport. Oh, there's a nice space here of sod all we can use. Right, where was the there we are. There we are. 20. Angry farmer noises. Oh, come on. It's not like farmers are important. Goodness me. What is up with these people? Ooh, I haven't got speech to do before me. Nah, no. Sounds like a personal problem. Least autistic enthusiast only knows 10 timetables off by heart. Well, I don't actually know timetables off by heart, but I am very good at remembering certain things that will just not leave my head. So, for example, the calling pattern for a service. There was a first Great Western service I remember hearing departing from Reading, calling at Swindon, Chippenham, Bath Spa, and Bristol Temple Meads. I will never forget that calling pattern because of that announcement. It's weird. So, I don't know why it's just permanently lodged in my brain, and yet I still forget things like random website passwords, but hey, there you go. Sometimes my brain is brain. Do NIMBYism, dodge taxes, farmer's life, the struggle for real. The manage the bankruptcy people. Wrong way. There we are, and then we'll have our depot there. There we go. I'm autistic enough to remember all the stations off by heart on the Oxford to Paddington route back in the day. Well, that's more than me. You know that. You know more than me, but you know. Still. That's the one thing I've always found interesting about autism, that there's several degrees about it. I always found that fascinating, just from an observant viewpoint. Oh, hang on. And then we could decide on the trams. Oh yeah, we need to do that as well. I just remembered. Thanks for reminding me, because I'm still hovering with the Grenadier various cities of these things here. Oh yeah, I was also considering the Alstom Citalis Dualis, so this one here. That was a good candidate. But this one's got more capacity. But I like this. But I like this. And this. Not that. I'll think. Back when I played OMSI a bit, I was modding all the buses so that they drove and sounded almost exactly like the real thing. Oh, wow, that's cool. Too bad I'm still 50-50 on OMSI, because again, I don't have a steering wheel. I kind of... And if I want to play a driving game again... I would like one that... You know, I would like a steering wheel. I've already played enough Gran Turismo 4 with a controller to realise that, yeah, steering wheel would be nice. No, you have not told me about that feature with Nimby Rails, and that sounds like a godsend. Ugh. Sounds like such a time saver. I was also programming the AI buses to represent a real fleet with a variety of different buses. Oh, it does sound like a fun game, OMSI. I have seen some footage. Was it Joe Dobson? I forgot his name. It was, I don't know, I forgot his name, but he did own one of the buses he was playing on Nimby on OMSI. So he did own one of the buses he was driving, and he was driving his own bus in game. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, it was him then. Okay, thanks. We'll leave that space open in case I want to expand the depot more. One of the SSVU first ones. Oh yeah, it was a right renown, yeah. Because there are lots of... There is a good amount of variety in OMSI now. Which is nice. He also owns an Eclipse 1, but there's only Eclipse 2 that... Oh, okay, so we just gotta wait for someone to make an Eclipse 1. Or I guess it'll be renamed. Well, I don't blame the developers for being quiet, just in case things go wrong. I'm the exact same person like that. I'm exactly like that. Ugh. Behave, you stupid signals. Ugh. Alright. I think I've got the hang of it. There we go. Okay, so... Nope. Wait, that signal you had trouble with still isn't behaving. Huh? Cock. You're right. There we go. Thanks for pointing that out. I hope one of our standing tridents gets preserved. Probably. You know what people are like. No. There we go. This is why I always build depot with centered signals. Yeah, it definitely helps, but I didn't. When Nimby code is released, I expect someone to make ETCS within a week. Yeah, I can imagine that. Although, doesn't the game technically already... Well, it's sort of... I thought the game sort of is essentially ETCS level 3 anyway. Essentially. That won't be me. I can't code to save my life. I'm rubbish at coding. All right then. That's so signaling done in that direction. Thoughts on Transport Fever coming soon? I'd love to play it, but my PC says no. So, in the future, perhaps. Well, with 1.17, Nimby Rails is using a fake ETCS. Alright, no, fair enough, fair enough. Welcome back, Kurumi. We're just about to build... Oh, almost built the wrong bit there. We're just about to build our tram train line. Woo! There we are. That didn't build. Hang on. This wasn't working. You don't even need to play signals. The train just know not to crash into each other. Oh, splendid. I'm still waiting for the game. Yes, finally! Oh, see you later, South Wales Transport Explorer. Oh, finally! They will slow down! Yes! I've been waiting for that since day one! Finally! The trains will slow down and they won't just turn to a brick wall. Oh man, that'll be so satisfying to watch if someone made like the Victoria line or the Northern line. Oh man. Oh, that sounds so good. Alright, oh wait, I need to build this. That one would be a pretty good idea to build that. So, whoops-a-daisy. Okay. Alright, so let's build our line now. We'll need to give it a name as well, like a number. But for the moment, we'll use, for colours, we'll use red. Tram, train, TT. We'll call it TT. We'll make it a little bit more expensive because it's going a little bit further. Right, so where do we start? So I'm going to make it cool at the same stops. We're just gonna, you know... This only applies when one train is behind another train. You still need signals at junctions. Well, that's still cool either way. I love that feature. Oh, I might be tempted just to download 1.17 just for that. Alright. Oh, hang on, that says Nail C and Blackwell. And Batwolves. Okay. Snort. Yeah, well, we've just about to add our trains for this tram train line. Also, trains can pick secondary platforms in advance and slow down appropriately, but they don't reserve it. Well, one step at a time, okay? Come on. This is still a really great update either way. Maybe call the service that terminates at the airport the AE and have it skip some stops. Well, there's no point in making it skip stops and have it a faster service when instead we could just have encourage people to use the airport express instead if they want to go fast. Alright, so where was I? Yeah. Bristol North Turnback. Selection signal. Otherwise, every train will be going at 5 kilometers an hour approaching the stop signal. Yeah, that too. You just put the alternate signal, the signal thingies. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So, now we buy and train. And so what train should we use then? Oh yeah, let me take a look at the other, the ones that, the GT8 thingy. Where are you? DE Tram. Oh, there you are. Hmm, 225. The capacity still isn't as good as the other one I was considering. So it's not as good as the Dualis or the Vario City. Let's go with the Vario City. Stop it. Let's do this. Oh wait, oh hang on. Do I have the city link in Karlsruhe? Bear with me. Hang on. Let me double check. Bear with me. Hang on. Let me just search on the Steam Workshop again. I think I forgot to install it. Oh, that's only has a door on one side. So, nah, we can't use that. So which one can you double up and still fit on the platform? Well, because the platforms are only 45 meters, we could theoretically couple up these two. And we could also theoretically couple up the fake calf. Like that. But, nah. No, thank you. So we are gonna go with the Grenadier Vario City in its 4-car formation. Nice. Alright then, so VC dash. So, what do I do? Do I do mothballed? Let me just mothball. So I'll purchase it mothballed. Yeah, single unit should suffice. And let's get use this as a reference. Right. Oh, the Chemnitz one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought so. I thought you thought about that one. Yeah, that doesn't have the It's still not as good capacity wise as this. Right. So how do I? So if I just make so tram train schedule. So let me do our first schedule. How do I do this? So oh man, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. How am I gonna make platform hoof? Oh yeah, oh crap, I forgot to add a depot line. I am an idiot again. Thanks for reminding me, I forgot to do that. So make a depot line. So we add a depot line, add this thingy as a reference. So we've got a depot line. We'll add the service that departs, that starts and terminates at the depot if no, at the airport if we need it. But for now, I don't think we will. Hopefully. Maybe. You need at least 2 stops. Oh. And I didn't even name it right. Have them run it. Oh. Oh, okay. The first service and last service, they can stop at the depot. Okay. Gotcha. Hang on. Let me do this. Depot, Felton. You only need 2 stops if you're stacking. Gotcha. Duh. me just do this again to be safe. Better be safe than sorry. So, have them run on the Felton Depot line. Okay. I feel like I'm being taught how to read a new language or how to read instructions. Right. So what? Do I do like 000100? Well, considering I'm taking instructions from the viewers here, I don't think instructions are good here on Nimby Rails either. I feel like a complete tool. So, what I was saying is that you need to have trains start at a secondary platform and run them... on a line to the first... brain confuss. I'm so confused. I don't know how to do it, and I'm scared about doing it wrong. I've been playing this game for years, and I just don't know how to do this new feature. I'm scared of doing it wrong. Help. Just add the first passenger stop to the depot line. Okay. Well, the first, in this case, example would be Bristol. There. Like that. I just do arrive no later than the arrival order, then arrive exactly at when I want the first train to be assigned, then add the passenger line order, and entering when it starts. I feel like the most confused human being on the planet. I might need to sit down and read this, but I also need to eat. What? What happened? What the heck just happened? Is everything okay? Hello? Did I just lose connection to the stream? Yeah, the hedgehog's got... yeah. That's a perfect... You know what? That's a perfect segue just to sort of go, yeah, let's save this for later. So if you want to give me an explanation on the server, go right ahead. I'm still real confused on how to do this. But we at least have our line and we know what train we're going to use. So for now, that'll be it for tonight. So, yeah. Alright, yeah, that'll be it. So thank you everybody for coming along to tonight's Nimby Rails stream. And, yeah, let's just go then. Yeah, thank you. And, yeah, speak to you everybody next time. Goodbye. Right, save the game quickly before I forget, because I don't think I've really saved it today. Okay, so, yeah, thank you everybody. Thanks for coming along, and good night. And I hope you have a nice night. And hopefully if I, we'll hopefully get this line added and sorted. Right, where's the end stream button? Good night, everybody. Yeah, thanks. Right, yeah, there's the end stream button.